What's up, fellow clashers? It's Apollyon here, bringing you the end of the latest clan war with lliolox clan. And if you haven't seen the Town Hall 9, go ahead and check that out. The Town Hall 9 attacks will give you a little bit more summary. We're just going to go ahead and jump right into the Town Hall 8 attacks. Some good internet bases, common forum bases to look at, especially the Kyoki one. A couple times we'll hit it two different ways, so we're going to check out Excalibur hitting their number 17 with a cold-blooded GoHo with a quad quake. So brings the four quakes there, does the lure first with the hogs, and has to lure up top. They so nicely placed the builder hut up there, so we'll fast forward this because there are no poisons, and keeps 2 heals in the bag for the hogs when he deploys them. So sends that only and soul golem in there and starts funneling with the wizards. Get a large, nice, wide funnel there. Drops the quad quake to not only open the first compartment but open up all the way to the core. And I was watching this and I don't think I saw one giant bomb, but I have no idea where the other ones are. This base is so compact. Using a golem is not really necessary. You can go ahead and just use a mass hog on this one. This is exactly what this base is built for. These guys have just got to make it through the defenses. There's almost very little spots for spring traps. So it's just the perfect base to be mass hogged. But you could go ahead and use a golem like he did. And sends the last bit of hogs from the clan castle in there. Has 8 more of his own to keep going. And 1 more heal left to push through this defense. So he's going to do that, and I think, yeah, he doesn't even need to send those other hogs on the back end, but does it anyway. He has 4 swag hogs if he needs to, which he'll go ahead and send here to start the cleanup. All the defenses are down. Those hogs are going to turn on the king, knock him down in a 1 swipe, and we are in cleanup mode, so send some hogs on the bottom as well. Hits that 1 giant bomb, and I have no idea where the other ones are, so completely crushes this base. They're high Town Hall 8. And it's a reason why you don't do compact bases. So number 18, we're going to see Valhalla hit it with another cold-blooded, just 1 golem. GoHo without using quad quake. So we'll switch it up a little bit and use the 2 poisons and 3 heals in order to take out this base. Sends a little bit of an investment of the hogs there to go ahead and make sure he trips that giant bomb and gets the clan castle lure. And he's going to go ahead and use a double poison to take out this dragon and the loon. And it will go down, and so we'll speed it up just a little bit. And then once that clan castle is finished, he can go ahead and start the second phase, which is going and setting the hogs in there. And he brings the golem down there, starts the funneling with the wizards, and throws that king to go ahead and do the king-king swap. The friendly king will come out way ahead on that one. And the hogs, that golem is still getting pounded on by all the defenses. So he'll send the wall breakers, which decide to split all 3 ways, but it's no big deal. Lower walls for that, so they'll bust it open. And they just really have to tank a little bit for these hogs. They're not going to get any further into that compartment, really, except with the king pounding on the walls. But the hogs are sent in on a counterclockwise type deployment, surgically done, and uses that first heal, has 2 more heals left. Continually sprinkling them in on the sides. There isn't too much tanking going on by the kill squad. There really isn't a kill squad. So the golem is down, the king is up, is tanking a couple Teslas or a Tesla. They do hit that giant bomb, standing in heals, hit the other giant bomb, which is a double giant bomb set, standing in that last heal, and then we are finished with this, so we can fast forward it. Plenty of hogs to clean up, very nicely done. And don't know if I saw the other giant bomb where that was, but it's probably somewhere in the core. Maybe they just didn't trip it or something like that. I don't know. So very, very nice attack. Let's go to number 19, and we're going to see a GoVaLo. We haven't seen one of those yet. So Lex is going to go ahead and hit their number 19 with a GoVaLo. So just cold-blooded. Well, again, 1 golem uses that lure in there. It's going to use a quad quake, so it has to take care of that kill squad, which he'll anchor down with an archer and then go ahead and use the barbarians and golem to go ahead and tank for those wizards as they'll take out that dragon. So very nice. And it's just need to go ahead and complete that funnel with that whiz on the left hand side. Can use the quad quake to open up all the way to that core. Again, one reason why we're using GoVaLo instead of the loons is look at all those air defenses. They're all in separate compartments, so they will get them, but it would take a lot of time, and it's not a guarantee that they'll get those air defenses. So the hogs are the way to go. They'll go ahead and jump the walls and get in there. They do trip a giant bomb in the middle, so he'll go ahead and heal up all the kill squad and then start sending in the hogs. The enemy king is down, so the clan castle is down, so it's a perfect way. He splits the two-finger drop on the east and west side, and he's going to go ahead and hold up some of these heals. He's still got 13 more hogs. Kill squad is tanking quite a bit of that defense, so he can be very patient with those hogs, sending them in. And he's going to go ahead and use the heal on these hogs as they make towards that center. There we go. A couple Teslas pop in there, and he's going to take out the mortars and other splash damage. And then he's only going to really have the archer tower and the wizard tower on the bottom. They're going to get a little bit of the benefit of that heal as just finished up when they tripped that giant bomb, but it's going to be just enough to push them through those last two defenses. And now we are on cleanup. So good amount of hogs. King is still up. Wizards are still up, and the Valkyrie is still swinging. A couple Valkyries actually. Take out those pesky builder huts on the corner, and then we'll get to 3 stars. So nice attack. Okay, jumping from 19 down to 24. And 24, we're going to do a mass hog. We haven't seen a mass hog yet, so I want to try to get as many different styles of attacks as possible. It looks like 35 hogs, a lot of wizards. And I don't know if I'd bring as many wizards if you're going to go ahead and clear the clan castle with poison, but it's going to go ahead and anchor down here. So it looks like, well, yeah, again, you know how I feel about that, but the poison, do it when you first trigger it. Don't waste your time and bring them all the way down just to use poison. So it's going to slow the attack down from the dragon, but it's still going to one-shot any wizard, even if it is slow. So it's time to go ahead and send the hogs in there. That enemy king has been knocked out with a king-king swap. A little overlapping heals, which is a little sloppy there too. You want to go ahead and place those heals so you don't have to overlap them. You won't gain benefit with dual heals, and then overlap that third heal as well. So be a little bit more patient. That last heal almost got nothing as far as healing those hogs and any of the defenses. So it's okay. It's a 3-star, but just go ahead and clean it up a little bit. It's nitpicking, but he's going to lose. Well, not lose. He almost loses all of his hogs to that giant bomb. Fortunately, they were all full health. But that one giant bomb up there is going to take out your hog army, and then you got to rely on everything else to do the cleanup, which possibly still could have been done. But again, we're looking for technique, and we're looking for the right deployment and execution and healing for these raids. So still 3 stars, so good attack. Just clean it up a little bit. All right, the common internet base, the Kyoki, that I've done a video on. This is the 2016 version of this. So we're going to see it hit a couple ways. We're going to see it hit by here with a GoVaLo, and then we're going to go see GoVaLo. So this one, we're not going to use quad quake. He just uses one quake to loosen the wall, which is actually a good idea. It just makes it easier for these Valkyries and King to punch through that wall very quickly, and uses that poison to soften up the dragon and kill the loon. I mean, look at that dragon is almost dead. So that's what a level 4 poison will do for you. It will get you down to a tenth or whatever of health. I think one shot from this wizard. Yeah, there we go. And so, you don't have to use the dual poison on it. I mean, one shot from a wizard is good enough. Splits the shattered entry with the 2 golems on the right and the left-hand side, and then uses those wizards to go ahead and start the funneling, and breaks into that compartment. And at this point, all the outside buildings are all taken care of. Those Valkyries only have one place to go. So sends his own Valkyries in there, sends the Clan Castle Valkyries, and they'll make their way into the compartment. And then they'll start to get aggro on the King, which is very nice because he'll pull them into that second compartment or the core, and uses the heal there. Has 2 more heals left over for either the for his kill squad or those hogs. They'll trip that double giant bomb set, which will really do nothing to those Valkyries, but it might be a good idea to heal them back up again. You want to have them push forward, and you know all the giant bombs are in the core, so that heal was a little bit late. I think he lost probably about half of his Valkyries, if not more, to those defenses and the double giant bomb. So get that heal in a little bit quicker, and we'll go ahead and start sending the hogs into a clockwise type of surgical. The kill squad is tanking for quite a bit of them. A couple of them on the outside they have to deal with, but he sends that last heal and gets the heal for the hogs. And we're going to go ahead and clean up this base. I think all the Valkyries are done. So it's up to the wizards and the hogs, and they get the 3 stars. So nice attack. All right, just a few more. We're going to jump down to number 27, and we're going to see the exact same base. And this one's going to do get hit by a GoVaLo, and we're going to use a quad quake here and bring 2 poisons. So it's not normally you see 2 heals and a quad quake, but it's going to say a poison is more important, and go and take out this clan castle. Don't know if we use double poison. Yeah, it looks like we use double poison. So that will go ahead and take out both the dragon and the loon. And now we're going to go ahead and start sending in the golem to start tanking. It's going to be a shattered entry again, which means 2 golems, and then also has a bunch of Valkyries there. Only brings 10 loons, so he's expecting that kill squad to do a lot of damage and get a lot of push through this base and tank for these loons when he's going to deploy them. So use that quad quake in there to open up that core. All the funneling's been done. All the buildings are gone from the outer edges, and he can go ahead and start sending in these Valkyries. 6 from his own and 3 from the clan castle of Max Valks. So they'll be pushing through here, and there's really not too many places for them to run around, although they are getting a little sidetracked going in these side compartments. But they'll go ahead and reroute back into this core. He does have 1 heal, which he'll drop here. And I think he sends in the loons a little bit too early on the bottom. That's good for that one. These bottom loons maybe just hold back a little bit. As you see that the kill squad's slowing down a little and not quite on that air defense. And it will start firing on these balloons. Those, even though it's a lower level air defense, they will take out loons really, really fast as those loons are going down. So finally that last air defense is going down, and I think he has 2 more loons to send in, which he can on the bottom. There we go. The wizard tower is distracted by the kill squad, so that's very, very nice timing. And they finally take out that last air archer tower, which means that these loons have nothing else as far as defense to worry about. And they're in cleanup mode after that cannon goes down. There are a few Valkyries up, and the king is still up. So this cleanup is going to go very, very smoothly. There's a very nice split on the loons, and there's really nothing left to this base. So again, another way to beat that Kyoki base using a GoVaLo. 2 more to take a look at. We're going to look at number 28. And we're going to watch a Dragloon on this one. And it's pretty cool because even though the walls are very, very low, we have max level 6 air defenses, which he's going to take out 1 with a Zap Quake. And they're still all the way in that core. So a lot of people say that when air defenses are in the core, it's very hard to Dragloon them or drag rider them. And Adeptus is going to show that that is not the case. He hits the air defense that is on the opposite side, or the way the sweeper is pointing to, which means he can bring his dragons coming in from the opposite side of the sweeper. That way he's not going to get them blown back, and it's going to work to his advantage. Very nice deployment of those loons, sending them in before they start attacking the dragon. That's exactly how you want to do it. The clan castle is aggro on that group of dragons, and these loons can kind of skate right in there and go ahead and take out both of these air defenses without too much of a problem. So it's exactly how you want to do it. Very nice timing. Get used to sending those loons in right before those air defenses start zeroing in or homing in on those dragons, and you'll get the biggest benefit out of it. The king is using his ability to start the cleanup pretty much, still getting hit by some of these defenses, but this base is completely crushed. I think there's 8 dragons still left, and there was a couple of loons, so there is no way that that base is going to hold up. A couple of pesky builder huts on the bottom and the sides, but they take care of that without too much of a problem and no issue on time. And the last one, since we haven't seen enough, just one GoVaLo on a bottom end base. You guys want to see, how to hit lower end Town Hall 8 bases, and this is how you do it. We're always looking for that core with all the air defenses in here when we're doing a GoVaLo. He's going to bring a quad quake and again dual poison to take out this clan castle. Just makes it easier. And look how many loons he's brought. 18 loons. It's a lot of loons for a GoVaLo. So as soon as these air defenses start getting targeted, he can just go ahead and spam those loons to take care of it. Decides not to use the poison on the clan castle, that final one, because if there are air traps that or air bombs or air skelly traps, he can go ahead and drop a poison on them, which is very, very smart. So we're going using a cold-blooded entry, just one golem, which is not really tanking too many defenses, so he can be very patient with this entry. And he uses the quad quake, starts sending in the Valkyries of his own, and then clan castle Valkyries. They're going to run around quite a bit because there's nothing dragging them right into the core, so they're going to get detoured a little bit, hit a couple spring traps, but as soon as they make their way around those edges, then they'll go ahead and walk right into that core. Very nice timing as that first air defense goes down. A little early on those loons up top, just because he's losing quite a few of them to that air defense, and those Valkyries are still not even targeting that one. And the final left one goes down, and we're just waiting for that top air defense to go down, which is probably taken out about 4 or 5 loons at this point. But he brought so many of them that it's not a big deal, and he's not going to suffer from it. They do get hit by quite a bit of the air traps, but there's only one more defense left, and that defense cannot even hit those loons. So it looks like he's not going to have to use that poison on the for the loons there, and we're just in cleanup mode. So everything's going smoothly here. It was a very nice attack. He's got a couple wizards on the bottom, or at least one, and a wizard up top, along with the king kill squad, and the golem trailing, and the loons are kind of going slowly from one end to the next. So very nice. Let's go ahead and fast forward this and watch the 3 stars come out. So very nice attack there. Very cool war. I mean, it was, common internet basis, forum basis, but that's probably what you guys run into quite a bit more often than not, and you get a chance to see different types of attack strategies. So go ahead, get used to these deployments, get used to the spell compositions and the timing in it, get those 6-star clan wars, and practice those 3-star attacks.